apologies about that, guys. This is part 2 of unofficial Front Row Racing's classic event through the break of season 1. And yeah, as I was just saying, it's old. I'm on board with Geza now, who was making inroads into Granny Boy, but seems to have dropped off a little bit. Sparky picking up a 3-second time penalty there. That's not good. The one thing I must say, when you're driving these types of cars from the 80s and 70s, you can hear the guys really waiting late to go down the gears. That's not wise. You want to come down the gears as late as you can to hold the revs off, obviously, and as low as possible. But you want to brake heavy, then come down the gears later, so you're using as lower revs as possible. And then it's kind of, don't come down too many. Geza, where are you going? Woo! Hayes probably has got some brown pansies in that Ferrari now. Bit of a surprise that is, but who's next? He's taking out everything now. Sparky's coming through. Be careful, Sparky. He's dancing around. We're not seeing anything. Where is Geza? Geza's up and running. Sparky's trying to squeeze by. Is he going to throw? Yeah, all the way around the outside. Easily done. Nicely done. But there you go. Sparky having a bit of a moment. Oh, sorry, Sparky. Geza having a bit of a moment there. RDB getting to grips with this. Shame RDB wasn't here from the start, because these guys are already comfortable up to speed and getting used to these older cars. But yeah, as I was saying, the older cars from the 70s or 80s, brake heavy. Come down those gears as late as possible, but take your time and feed the car in. It's not like 2018 cars, 2017 cars where you brake as late as possible, wait a split second, then start coming down the gears. You've really got to be on the money with these cars. They don't tolerate anything, and obviously the turbo days, etc. Sparky nearly having a little moment there. Yeah, these cars really didn't like it, and the bite back you got, the push you got forward in the braking if you came down the gears too hard, this is frightening. Just wants to keep on pushing you going. In fact, let's see if I can give you an idea of what I'm talking about here. Let's see how old. Yeah, we're on board with Luke Skywalker. Let's see how he's doing it. Coming into the last few corners now, holding the gear, going up. There you go, you heard it. Ooh. He braked heavy-ish, came down 2, went to come down another one, and you heard the car over-rev trying to push him forward. So that's what I'm talking about there. But anyway, let's fly back. We've got Hayes coming across in 3rd, and then we've got Geza and Co behind. So we've got Geza coming home in 4th, if he can keep it all together, because RDB is there to pounce on any little slip you make, as penalties come into play. Good old RDB. Stick it in reverse, mate. Oh, it's all good fun. You gotta love these guys when they're having their fun. But there you go, RDB finally drifts across the line. Sparky down in 6th. It seems for Sparky it's either all or nothing. He's either taking the wins or he's having disastrous races here. But here comes Ricky Smythe in the background in 7th. Nice little job there to come home and bring it home. But the problem is now for these guys, if you finish in 7th, you do not pick up any points. So I'm just going to have to reiterate quickly, because RDB came along. When you're doing point system, it's the old point system. So it'd be 1st is 10, 2nd is 6, 3rd is 4, 4th is 3, 5th is 2, and 6th is 1 point. So if you finish 7th, unfortunately now you will not pick up a point. So the order of this race goes: Luke Skywalker 1st, Granny Boy 2nd, Hayes 3rd, Geza is 4th, RDB is 5th, Sparky is 6th, and Ricky Smythe is 7th. And that was the Silverstone race short, and it was the 1976 Ferrari 312T12. Just waiting for the guys to all get through their little moments of drips and drabs. As I said, I do apologise, guys, that the recording stopped there halfway through this race, but the good news is there won't be another break, because there's only 4 to go, I believe. I could be wrong, I better check. So let's just check my tracks. Yeah, we've got Monaco, Spain and Bahrain short, with Australia to go. So we are now at Monaco, a track in which everyone's got to drive it. It's tough. Which one do you give them? Do you give them that one or that one or that one or that one? I'd say we go 19. We'll go 91. Let's have a bit of fun in the 90. No, let's go 88. Sod it. I'm going to stick him in the 88 McLaren. So let's take spectator off. do apologise. Yeah, we said the 88 McLaren. Yes, we did. So there you go, guys. You're now in the 88 McLaren, 10 years older, or older, younger, whichever way you look at it, than the 1998 car. So this car can be a handful. It'll be interesting to see how these cars get to grips with it and see what they deliver. It is Monaco. Yes, it's one of those ones. I believe it was the 1988 where Senna set that phenomenal lap, but I could be wrong and it could be 91, so don't hold me to that, guys. I'm sort of brains in overfry mode, but here we go. They're all ready to go now, so we're all I'll spectate up there, ready up. It's the 1988 McLaren MP4-4. So this in its time was mighty, and this was when McLaren were coming of an age where they had the pairing they want coming up. They were getting the pairing they want, as in Senna and Prost, etc., and untouchable. Basically won every single race, or over 80% of races throughout certain seasons. So, but with that pairing of Senna and Prost, you had the Professor and you had the Nutter, as I like to call him. Well, speed versus the Professor, and they both equally were just as good when they wanted to be, but Senna seemed to be able to edge it when he really, really needed to. So, anyway, here we go. It's Monaco. There is no short version of Monaco on this game, so they are going to have to drag this McLaren around a full lap 5 times. Lucky damage isn't on, but we shall see how these guys go. One thing I will say, excuse me, is I have noticed that previous, before this classic event, when we've been using the F1 2018 cars and doing a live broadcast, or even recording, there's been a delayed start, so hopefully Codemasters will fix it, but only time will tell. So here we go, 5 lights, and we are go again. No delayed start, they are all away. Who are we looking at? Sparky is back there, and they all seem to have got away quite nicely. That is a lovely camera shot there. Sparky's being pushed up the hill towards Casquino Square by Granty Boy. What's going on behind it all seems nicely away. Everyone seems to, just a nice little group back there. There's been a big crash. Geza, Hayes, Geza. It's Ricky, Sammy and Geza. I do apologise. Hayes is on the back of this pack. So we've got the front 2 getting away with a pack of 3 cars behind. So hopefully these 5 cars can all sort of tuck in together and we can have a nice little race here in Monaco. Looking quite good as RDB having a little bit of a moment in his luminous, well not a luminous but very distinctive green helmet with a dash of black. Excuse me. I believe there's a driver in the background, looks like Luke Skywalker, looks like he's got a helmet a bit of like Senna. That looked a bit naughty there by Granty Boy. RDB seems to want to kiss every barrier as he goes, but Granty Boy's, it looked like he's released Sparky again, so good to see. How's RDB going? It looks like he has got the makeshift Senna helmet of Luke Skywalker behind, trying to make, well, ground up on him and try and get after these 2 in front. But RDB, I'm telling you now, he's a difficult man to pass with a 2018 car. How difficult is he going to be to pass with these old cars? Is what I would like to know, and I think we're just about to find out which way you're going to go. Loop left, right, no, holds and stays, and RDB keeps on going. But let's have a look. Whoa, big moment here between the 2 at the front, and I've just caught that. Sparky or Granty Boy, that was not what is going on. It's all RDB's been caught up in that. Now, I did say at the start of this, sensible driving. There are standards. If the drivers, we deem as admins, we won't ask for footage. If we deem that they've been causing a bit of problem, I'm pretty sure the drivers will forward the footage onto us, and if we deem it to be mischievous or avoidable, although this is fun, they will not be invited back to the next event. So when they watch this, they will know that now, because we have not informed them of this, because as I believe, these drivers should all be able to be trusted in what they do. They all league race with us, so we'll see how they go. But it's livened up the race behind for from second to 5th. But yeah, so bear that in mind, guys. When you watch this back, if you perceive something not to be a justifiable move, although this is for fun, feel free to let us know, because we can always stop certain drivers from participating in these events, because a classic event to a bit of fun is one thing compared to league racing, but these guys are all giving us a great little show. A little bit of wheel banging there. We call that Senna-esque and Prost, but both drivers made it around without losing any of their car. So here we go. These three drivers, you've got, who's in this battle? You've got Luke Smywalker leading the way. No, Hayes now leading the way of this pack, and it's all, I'll tell you what, we didn't really see what happened between Sparky and Granny Boy, but these drivers here are being quite well behaved. There's a little bit of wheel bang, it's expected. These cars are old, they are classics, so expect some of the unknown as you wouldn't see in the 2018, but this is allowing that man RDB to just creep on up back into this battle. But anyway, moving forward from that, Sparky has a 6.2 second lead, now 6.3, with Luke Smywalker, the man we're on board with, in second. Hayes is third, and then Geza and Granty Boy for fourth and fifth, with RDB there. You just saw him with a green helmet in sixth. Just starting to claw his way back, and yeah, but we'll see how this goes. Ricky Smy in the background, well, not background, way down the back, 14.3 seconds off RDB, and unfortunate there. But as I said, he just plugs along, does his thing, and gets on with it. And who was that? Is that Hayes? Hayes, where you go? Oh, I think he made a massive mistake there and just stayed out of everyone's way, so that was great to see. Fair play to you, Hayes. So, but back up to these two in third and fourth. We've got, what is it? Nope, second and third, sorry, I do apologise. It is Luke Smywalker defending from Geza. You can really hear the backfire in these cars. It's sort of really barks at you. It's lovely. I miss this sound. Is that Geza through? Got it done. Luke's trying to hold it around the outside, and Geza's had plenty of joy there. Luke Smywalker saying, I want that back, give it back. Remember guys, play nice. It's all for fun. But that puts Geza now up into second with Luke Smywalker. I guarantee you, he's going to throw something down into the chicane. I thought he was a little bit closer there, actually, must have had a moment. But yeah, I believe he'll be holding off then and waiting for another shot. Is that another cut? These guys are really struggling with the corners in these cars. I thought it'd be a lot more easy for them. Because most of the guys on track, unless they're all having fun and surprising me, will use assists of some sort. So yeah, it'd be interesting, and I've seen plenty of penalties pop up around here, around Monaco, but yeah, God knows who's going to finish where. There's Sparky with a 122.4. Is he legitimately in the lead? I don't know, but that's between the drivers to discuss. If they want us to look into it, they just need us to forward us on the footage. But moving on from that, so Sparky in first, setting the pace, Geza second, Luke Smywalker is third, Granny Boy is fourth, and RDB fifth, Hayes sixth, and Ricky Smy in seventh. And these guys are all on their final lap. They all seem fairly spread out. We're just sticking on board with Luke Smywalker at the moment. In fact, I'll tell you what we'll do. We will do, no we won't. Just seeing Hayes is all over the back of RDB, so we'll see how these two get on coming up to the hairpin, and then probably the next real overtaking point will be out the tunnel into the chicane. See how these two get on. Battles throughout the field, these two are the closest on track. Not really close enough unless he goes for a massive dive bomb, but I wouldn't recommend it in these cars because you've got to get the damn thing slowed down. No, not even thinking about RDB covers it anyway very, very nicely. Hammering the curves here they are. But fair play to them, they'll get around. Anyway, here is Sparky coming around the final corner now to take the win here in Monaco. RDB picking up a time penalty there, that's one I have seen. Here's Geza in second. What happened between these two, those two, I don't know. Up to them if they inform us. Rick Smine now picking up a 10-second time penalty. But here's Granny Boy, and where's RDB? RDB fell away from that. That's interesting. Oh no, RDB was fighting Hayes. I do apologise, which I believe Hayes may have just run out of fuel. So, but time penalty's going. It's all swapped around. No, doesn't look like it. It all seems that they've held station. But we'll see who had penalties. Probably all of them. But let's jump on board Ricky Smy coming across the line now. So there you go, guys. I believe that was round 7, so 3 to go. As I said earlier in the in the recording beforehand, because this is part 2. There you go, all drivers picking up a time penalty, bar Sparky. Yeah, different point system. I've explained it once, twice, 3 times now, so I'll explain it at the end. And these guys will get a bit of a surprise if they think we're going off the new system. We're going off the old one, guys, so enjoy. But anyway, the order goes like this. Sparky picks up the win in Monaco. In second is Geza, third is Luke Smilewalker, fourth is Granny Boy, fifth is RDB, sixth is Hayes, and seventh is Ricky Smy. So that is that. We'll see how these guys get on around our next track, which I actually can't remember what it was. So going on from this, it's been a nice little event, I must admit. 3 rounds to go, so can't really fault these guys. They've all done a nice little job. Right, what do you put them in now? Do you know, I'm thinking Brawn. We've just done McLaren, Brawn, we've done the Renault. I'll tell you what, we're going to stick them in a Williams. This car is only available online. Oh, no. I thought I had it. What about that one? No, I've got to download that then. Ooh, my mistake, guys. Anyway, what can we go? I don't think we've done the 96, William. No, we haven't. Check my list. No, we haven't. So we will delve on to that one. Let's see what these guys think of this. It's the 96. RDB's jumped in the wrong car. That car I'm gonna save till the end. Yeah, RDB. Trying to jump the gun there, son. Anyway, I think we've actually lost the driver. I could be wrong. We've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 4. Yeah, a driver has left. I'm trying to think who it is. I can't think at the moment. Sparky. We've lost Sparky. There you go. We have lost Sparky. I don't know why, but we shall see how it goes. We're all ready to go. Yes, we are. Spectate up, and off we go. We are around Spain. No short version of this track. I wish we could have sent these cars around the old. Yeah, so I think we're going to use the 2002 Ferrari for Australia and really test these guys' ability with a bit of fun. If I had my weather, I'd get it sort of hammering down, put them on slick tyres, or get it dry and put them on full wets. That'd be fun. But yeah, here we go. Anyway, it's Spain. It's round 8 of our classic event, and we shall be going. Next event after this one, well, track should I say, is the short version of Bahrain, and then we will be going to Melbourne to finish things off. So I think we'll save the 2002 Ferrari for Melbourne, and we'll give these guys a little bit of a surprise for Bahrain. But here we go. We are, as I said, at Spain. So let's see how these guys dibble dabble around here. Interesting track given the car they're in. Be interesting to see how they all get on. But as it goes, if I'm honest, I don't know how tight this championship is. This Sparky may have just left at the wrong time, not knowing the point system, so he might have enough wins. I don't know. I think he's picked up 2 or 3, so and we've had a handful of different winners. It'd be interesting to see how they get on around here at Spain. It's a long run down to turn 1. Let's see how these guys deliver in the 96 Williams. So here we go. Granny Boy and Pole, Ricky Sammy 2nd, Luke Smilewalker 3rd, RDB 4th, Hayes 5th, Geza is 6th, and we are out and away, and the lights are go, and someone, Ricky Smy, is at the end, he's off cutting grass. No, he wants to go back to the pits, he's had enough. We shall leave him to it and see how these guys get on. 3 abreast between Luke Smilewalker, Hayes and Geza. Who's going to come out on top of that? Oh, right round the outside, thinks better of it, a little bit of contact there, this is expected. RDB has had a phenomenal start. Well done, RDB. Go and get a win, sunshine. Hayes in the background's absolutely flying off, but this looks like a pretty good race. These cars are lovely to drive. Plenty of grip, enough downforce for you to be able to pretty much attack this track, given the year of the cars. Oh, Granny Boy. A bit late in the defensive, but Geza's taken advantage anyway, and Luke Smilewalker's gone through as well. It's all starting to kick off. Granny Boy's gone from, what was it, 1st, 2nd to 5th already in the opening lap. Now Geza has hit the wall again, and Luke Smilewalker's followed him. They've made it Lovely duet there. Basically exactly the same move. We're going to jump back there and see if they've actually got going. There is Luke Smythe, he's got going. There's Ricky Sam picking up the pieces of that. And Gezza's in the wall again. He's what is going on with Gezza? I believe Gezza has hit the wall every single race bar one. Anyway, back up the front with RDB. How is he getting on? He looks very comfortable in this Williams, I must say. No messing about with his absolute, very distinctive green helmet. Don't really. Whoa, he's off in the gravel. Take your time, mate. Try and pick up your first win, because Hayes is going to be trying to hunt you down. RDB setting the pace of 134.4. With Hayes absolutely storming into him there. Hayes may have a real setup on this car. It looks like they've gone for really, really low downforce settings on these cars on the front, which I don't know. I don't really recommend that. I know the cars were designed with the rear wing in mind and not really the front, but that is it going to stick all the way around the outside? Is RDB going to fight him? Is he going to let him have it easy? RDB going for, whoa, Granty boy, that was a dive bomb and a half. Lucky RDB's got a brain in there and saw that coming. Fair play. It's all still sticking together here. We're going to jump on board with Granny boy, because I get the feeling RDB's going to repay the compliment if he can down into this hairpin. I could be wrong. He's really attacked that corner. I believe you may see it now. RDB, is it coming? Yep, it's coming. I knew it was going to come. Yeah, there you go. I can't really say much on that. I'll have to see both drivers' footage, but I saw Granty boy do it down into RDB. Maybe that's karma saying you did too much there, but I guarantee you one thing, Granty boy will be laughing at that. Type of driver he is. But RDB, keep on going, buddy. Pick up third and just have some fun. And here comes the other guys behind. The one thing I will say, the classic cars will be a handful when the tyres are dirty, and these guys will be struggling with that. RDB now going sod the chicane. I'm coming straight through, and it's going to crack on with his race. It's going to take a good half a lap for those tyres to get anywhere where they need to be. But before we jump back up at the front, this is Luke Smywalker and Ricky Smy. I believe this is father and son. Down into turn one, who's going to come out on top? Luke Smywalker up the inside, Ricky Smy thinking about the cutback, and nothing comes of that. So here we go, it's lap 3, and he comes back from that from Rick. Nope, he's dropped well and truly off the back of Luke Smywalker there. RDB probably will catch Ricky before the end of the race, but we'll see how that goes. Hayes out in front, I believe. I could be wrong. Can't remember him winning a race. I think he might have though. Definitely on for a good chunk of points now and a win if he hasn't already. But Granty boy is a driver that seems to be on a mission to attack all means necessary, dive bombs and all, and then got the compliment repaid by RDB. But again, I'll have to see that from both drivers' point of view if they wanted anything done at all. But moving on from that, so here we go. It seems Hayes has got the downforce on the car, while Granty boy's gone for the more relaxed approach on the area, it would seem, because 2.3 it was. Hayes has set a 128.8, but what's Granty boy doing down the straights there? I could be wrong, they may have defaults on, but Hayes going into turn 1, gap's come down to 3.2ish it was, and now as it extended, it's extended a little bit, so I'd say to me Hayes has gone for the more downforce approach so he can attack the corners, and Granty boy's gone a little bit less, so he's trying to guide it around, whereas Hayes is trying to attack and throw it around. So, but a move at the back, I told you RDB would catch him, he's already caught him and passed him, and now these two may have a little bit of a battle. Now RDB's tyres are up and running. No, Ricky Smy, what a lovely little cut back there. RDB may have had a little bit of a shock by that one. Ooh, it's all kicking off now. RDB, I think, is absolutely annoyed with what Granty boy done to him, and is absolutely throwing the car around and starting to dive bomb others, which, if they're doing it, I'm under the old expression, you treat others how you want to be treated back, but when others start treating you like that, you give them the same treatment back. That's just me though. But moving on from that, it's a nice little battle here. RDB seems to have the legs now. Hayes has lost the lead. Oh my days, that was it. I think Hayes was in the lead in Germany and he might have lost it there. you really got to take your time now, Hayes. The gap may be 16.8, but if you apply that throttle too much, you will lose the car. Tyres, you can really hovering on the throttle there. Who else has gone now? Who else? It's Ricky Smyer's gone. RDB, what are they doing? They may have just had a bit of a ding-dong sing and dance, and God knows what's happening. Ricky Sam has picked up the time penalty, so I can only presume he was at fault. RDB seems to be on the end of some dodgy moves, but we didn't see it. But we are here now, and I hope RDB is not messing around in that manner, and doesn't seem to be. And they're both up and running. Anyway, Luke Skywalker 9.1 seconds behind Hayes, and yep, and Hayes is 5 seconds behind Granty Boy. So Granty Boy seems to have been gifted a result or two here, but manoeuvres maybe a bit dodgy, but that's not for me to question. We can only question it if it comes across our desk. Moving on from that, Ricky Smyers has now picked up another 2-second time penalty in this classic event around Spain. It's a shame. Next time we're going to invest a bit more time into this and get the drivers on the grid and make sure we hit a period of the year where drivers are available. So, but it's been a nice little race. It's the final lap, so let's jump on board with Granty Boy, exiting the penultimate corner, coming around the final corner and across the line. And yep, I believe Hayes, you would have given him another 2 or 3 laps. He may have actually caught him because he took a massive chunk of time out of him. But there's Hayes coming across the line in second. We're waiting for Luke Skywalker now. Hayes sets the pace of a 128.5 on the final lap in the 96 Williams. Luke Skywalker again coming across the line and has finished third. Then we've got RDB, who's probably a bit annoyed with this. He's gone from leading the race to being all types of bother. From what I saw, it wasn't his fault, but until I've seen it all, I do not know what's what and what's not. So RDB coming across the line, and now we are just waiting for Ricky Smy to cross the line. Take his time whenever you're ready, no rush, and see what's what as we go into these final 2 rounds. So yeah, Ricky Sammy, final corner, get it done, no messing about now, and we'll see what these guys deliver in the short track of Bahrain next. So there you go. Gotta love the sound of the gotta love that engine sound of the 96 Williams. Nice, lovely car actually. Adrian knew his design, and RDB's just left, so that to me says it all. He's not happy, and it wouldn't surprise me if I get a message shortly asking what that was about. But hey, until then, who knows? We'll just wait for the drivers to all ready up. But here's the final results from Spain in the classic event, and I just missed it. I believe it was Granny Boy. Hayes, could be wrong. Sorry guys. I do apologise. The guys are obviously a bit on quick fire when it comes to the buttons today. But here we go. Now we're down to 5. With yeah, we are down to 5. So I'll just undo that. And where are we? We're at Bahrain Short, aren't we? Yes, we are. Bahrain Short. So what kind of car can we give them here? In fact, you know what? I'm going to give them 2002 Ferrari. See how they get on with that beast around this track. A bit of a straight, heavy braking zones and a bit of power, so they can enjoy the moment. So we're all there, we're all ready. No, we're still waiting for Luke Skywalker to jump into the correct car. Whenever you're ready, and we shall get going. Tickety tock. If the drivers would be a little bit quicker, it would help. We could get through this a bit quicker, but hey ho, it's all in fun. So yeah, there we go, and we are spectated up, and we are ready to go. Just waiting for the clock to tick down. 2002 Ferrari, a very dominant car. It was kind of the 2001, 2002, 2003 seasons. The Ferraris were dominant, and it's sort of the 2003 seasons the other teams started to claw their way back at Ferrari, and in 2005 the Alonso came along with Renault and put a stop to the dominance. So which makes Formula 1 interesting. We just need a team to do that, and Ferrari seem to be the closest team to do it at the moment, so hopefully, yes, I am a Ferrari fan. Coming up this season with the pairing of Vettel and Leclerc in 2019, season up and coming, they can really dominate Mercedes. But if there's one thing I can say about that pairing compared to Mercedes, it's Leclerc, Vettel versus Hamilton, because Bottas is going to have his work cut out unless he can find something special. So, but anyway, enough about that. Let's see what these guys can do in the 2002 Ferrari around Bahrain. It's short, it's sweet, let's get on with it, and the lights are out now. And they are off straight away with Hayes in first, Geza in second, Ricky Smythe in third, Luke Skywalker fourth, and Granty Boyd fifth. That's how the grid started. We shall see how it ends in 5 laps time. So turn 1, all seems nice. Luke Skywalker getting around. Oh, there's been a little bit of contact. Who was that between? It's Granty Boy and Ricky Smythe. Granty Boy again, I believe, being involved in contact, so not looking good for him. We're on board with Luke Skywalker, but the two up at the front is the two I want to see when the camera gets there. Hayes and Geza 4 tenths apart, the rest are struggling. In fact, for this one, we want that. See how these guys get on, because these cars are just as rapid as the 2004 one, and slipstreaming with these ones though wasn't as effective. So here we go. Down into the final corner, very late on the brakes. You could be extremely late on the brakes on these cars. Easily 100 from 70 metres and just slam them on with all the ABS it had. But as you can see, the slipstream is not that effective at all around here. These cars, well, Geza's probably wishing these cars had the DRS. That would have come in handy. But here we go. Let's have a lap with Geza around the short track of Bahrain. So we're coming up to what would be now the middle sector, DRS deployment in the 2018 cars, not in these ones though. You can see when they really get up to speed, the slipstream kicks in, but it's when you really want it now. It's not really kicking in, but Hayes has made a mistake and got on the curb there. It looks like he's clawing it back in the corners, but down the straights, can he get them? He's off on the curb. Struggle a little bit, but this is now where he may be able to get the slipstream. As long as he gets the braking white into the final corner, he's on the brakes a little too late. Whoa! Geza, you've done it again. Where's Luke Skywalker? Here he comes. Is he going to take it again? He is. There he is. Who's next? Granty Boy's next. Where's Rick? Come on, Rick. Take that position, Sunshine, and go pick yourself up some more points. Taking some real evasive action there, and Geza may have just had enough of this, but if he still goes, fair play to him. But that's given Hayes another golden opportunity to win a race. Let's see if he can actually stick with it this time and pick up the points. But other than that, it all seems nicely spread out. It seems to be it's all happening or kicking off in lap 1 or 2, and then that is it, or it's all kicking off in 4 and 5, and something happens, and that is it. So, but next time around in the next classic event at the end of season 1, sorry, we will be having another one of these, but we will find a day where enough all drivers can make it, so it'll be a bit more fun. But from this, we've got Hayes leading the way, coming around to start lap 4. It's the end of lap 3 now. Luke Skywalker again, just going about his business with his Senna-S helmet. Not bad helmet actually, quite looks quite nice. Granty Boy, is he closing the gap? I don't know, but Hayes has just set the pace of a 1 minute 0.1 seconds. Missed attempts. Granty Boy doing a nice little job. And then back here we've got Ricky Smythe, who's just pulling along and doing what he's done with Geza, who has now retired or left the session. Not 100% sure which one he did. But anyway, let's jump on board with Hayes and see what he can do around here. Going to see what type of lap times he can do as well. Can we have that up? Yeah, we can. Let's see how he's doing lap time wise, just for a bit of fun. These, yeah, I didn't get a second reading. But, yeah, the one thing I must admit that I did like about these cars, or should I say the tyres, was where they cut the grooves into them, and it made a bit more interesting, shall we say, with the racing. Obviously, the cars were able to set the records around the early 2000s, as we all know, because the 2018 cars have been trying to beat them records, which they've done fairly successfully, let's be honest, throughout the 2018 season. But yeah, I must admit, if they want to slow down the 2019 cars or future cars, it might be something well worth investing in. Is maybe take the slicks away and bring back something like this, even whether it's one groove or two grooves. Might be an option going forward, but I'm nothing to do with the FIA, so I leave that down to the brainiacs there and see what they come up with. But we'll see how the old drastic changes to the regulations and bodies of the cars, etc., go in 2019. But anyway, this is our classic event, as I said, and we're coming up to the end of the Bahrain event. Hayes hasn't really had his workout today. Gezer's really sort of gifted it again, hit the wall. So Hayes up to the line and he wins the Bahrain event, and Luke Skywalker's obviously had some sort of drama somewhere, because Granny Boy has closed right up on him, or Granny Boy's just had the pace. And we shall see what goes on now. No penalties, so we're just waiting for Ricky Smythe to come up and take his 4th place, and we'll see how that pans out. Is Gezza left? Yeah, Gezza left or retired, so that's that. So we've only got 4 left. We started with 6, then it went up to 7, now we're down to 4, and we're going into the final event. But we shall give you, or I shall give you, the results now. So Hayes picks up 1st place around Bahrain in the 2002 Ferrari, with Luke Skywalker in 2nd. Granny Boy is 3rd. 4th is Ricky Smythe. And Gezza was a DNF or a left session, not 100% sure on that. So just waiting for the guys to finish up, ready up, get on with it, skip to the next screen, and we'll see what's what. But I believe we're going to go into a very, very early car now. They're probably all dying to drive one of the better cars, but I think the classic cars seems to be drawing up more of the racing and bringing the guys closer together. So I think we'll pick one of the Lotus cars for this final race. Now, do you pick the 79 Lotus or do you pick the 72? I'm going to pick the 72, guys, and you're going to enjoy racing that. So when you're ready, 72 Lotus now. 72D as it's known, and we shall see what these guys can deliver in that car. So we're just waiting for Luke Skywalker again. There we go, he's picked up his pace there getting in the car, but it's the last race, guys, so enjoy the moment. Yeah, it's our last one, it's Australia, and then we'll see what the results are tomorrow evening, when I release them after 8 PM. So anyway, it's been a nice little event. It's a shame we couldn't have had more participate in this, but as I said, this is just a one-off event mid-season through season 1, Classic Championship, and it's just a bit of fun for the drivers to let their hair down, as they say. So we hope they've enjoyed the event. But yeah, we're pushed to get more drivers on track in our next one at the end of season 1. Well, we're on a break from season 1 to season 2, so getting everything sorted out. But yeah, as I said before, and I say again, this is unofficial Front Row Racing. This is a classic event. If you do want to participate in events like this, you need to be a member. So you can find us on Facebook under Unofficial Front Row Racing, or we're also known as UFR. Drop us a message and become a member, and you can take part in events like this. Other than that, we hold a league on a Thursday and a Friday. We do have seats open. But here we go, it's Australia, it's the final round of the classic event, and lights are out and they are off. Look at the size of those big rear tyres. This is going to be an interesting one on how these guys get these cars slowed down for turn 1 if they haven't driven them. And it's all kicked off already. Ricky Smythe has had his own little moment. I believe that was Hayes involved in that, and Ricky Smythe is gone in the background now, and Hayes is here. But now we've got Granny Boy in the lead with Luke Skywalker behind him. It's all about taking your time in these cars, guys. The front end hasn't got a lot, the rear's got everything, so try and use the braking if you've got the bias back there, and that throttle pedal, the loud pedal, to get these cars around the corner, as well as using the steering wheel. But Luke Skywalker now finds himself up into 1st, and Hayes is all over the back of him, with Granny Boy having his moment when he was in 1st. I believe he's struggling with these cars, maybe setups, but there's one thing I can tell you, F1 2018 car setups put in on these classic ones do not work like you think they would. So bear that in mind for the next event, guys. And The trouble these guys had though was we kept everything secret, so they didn't know what was what or what they'd be driving or what track they'd be doing, so it was all last minute, very early on the brakes, but you need to be in these cars. And it's quite a tidy little race at the moment between the front three, yeah. So where is Rick Miles back there enjoying his own little race? But we've got Hayes now trying to make a move on Luke Smywalker. Is he going to get it done? He's very late on the brakes there, forcing Luke out a little bit. You want to be a bit more generous with the space there, given what these cars are like. But if you're going to drive like that against others, expect the same treatment back, as I say. So Luke getting a fantastic exit off the hairpin there. Final corner, getting a better run than Hayes. He might actually have the legs on him here. Let's jump on board and see one of these cars running. Slipstream's not massive on these. Hayes at the pace of 1 minute 56. Luke going down the inside, very late on the brakes. Oh, giving the car a little bit of grass trimming going on there. Really got to take your time in these cars, guys. A lot of power underneath that right foot. Granny boy's back there just holding on, so we'll come off that now. But I think we'll have a lap shortly, see how these guys are struggling. Just wait to see if old Luke Smywalker can eat back into that lead of Hayes, because he's looking like the driver that's more comfortable, and Hayes is at a moment. Oh, he's hit. Oh, Granny boy's off. So Luke Smywalker has been gifted, should I say, the win, as long as he can keep it out of the wall. Damage is not on. As you can see, Hayes really struggling. As I said, once these classic cars get dirty tyres, you really got to take your time. As you can see, they're still filthy. They're going to be filthy coming off the exit of this corner. What's he going to do? It's in. It's all sort of coming back to him now. Yeah, he's just about got it all back together. So after that little moment, we've got Luke Smywalker out in the lead with a 7-second lead. Granny Boy is second, Hayes is third, and Ricky Smy is just going about his own business. Granny Boy seems to be a driver, I could be wrong, that likes to attack with the steering, and from what I'm seeing, he just might be putting in a bit too much steering input. Hayes has had another moment, he's off. If he's not careful, Ricky's coming, and he will catch you. Yeah, from what I can see from Granny Boy, let's have a little nose on board, see how much steering input he's doing. I don't know if he's on a controller, but yeah, really sort of throwing it in a lot there. Just, yeah, that's too much. That's too much. There you go. You've really just got to feel it in, feel it out, and see what you can do. Find out what it's all about. But Luke Smywalker, we'll have a nose over Granny Boy a minute. See how he attacks turn 1 and 2, 3 and 4. Seems to me there might be just a bit too much steering lock being put on there, and you're not actually getting the grip, you're scrubbing the grip off. Might be something these guys may find helpful, a tip going into the second half of the 2018 season within the game. But yeah, when you put too much steering on like that, controllers users may find that's why they're getting more tyre wear. You've got to treat it like a steering wheel. You've really got to be gentle in and out. So, but these guys get to hear all this information once I actually release the footage of this event. But yeah, let's have a look at Luke Smy. Let's see what he's doing with his steering input. I believe Luke is a steering wheel user, so Granny Boy may be a controller user, so you might see the difference here through the fast chicane. Sort of guiding it, yeah, there you go, guiding it in, let the car grip, feeling it, start applying the power, let the rear steer, there you go, let's see what Granny Boy's doing. Yeah, a lot more steering input put in there, and that's probably where he's losing his time and grip, especially with these cars. So yeah, a little bit of helpful information there for you. Just be a bit more easier, find the accurate turning in points, turning out points, and when you need to brake and when you need to accelerate, etc. And you'll get to grips with it, Doddle. And before Granny goes, how do you know? I used to be a non-assist controller user, Granny Boy, so I'm well aware of what's needed on the controller. So just a little tip for you, mate, really take your time, and you really need to learn to use that throttle on the exit of the corner to help you with the steering, because sometimes you'll find on the exit of the corner you can actually come off the steering wheel once you've planted the throttle, and the car will naturally drift out in a straight line. There's a big tip for you. But moving on from that, Luke is just dawdling around, enjoying himself. The car is really barking and growling at you as they come down the gears, and then humming and singing when you really put the throttle down. Beautiful sound these these golden old cars make. So it's a real shame, but that's the way life goes and how things evolve over time. So yeah, but I always say these older cars, superb, look better, actually look like a racing car that's been designed to attack, look like a beast. Cars nowadays, they all just seem to look the same, but hopefully with the new regulations that are coming in, that will all change, given how they will look in 2019. So, and see how the racing goes then. But yeah, a little bit of an update. Old Granty boy is about 8 seconds behind Luke Skywalker. I haven't seen Luke Skywalker make a mistake, so maybe he's just found his pace now. Starting to really attack the track and the curbs. He wouldn't have. Ooh, don't attack it too much. Saved that nicely, come off the throttle. But Luke Skywalker, Ricky Smythe has got past Hayes. Don't know if Hayes has made a pit stop there. There would have been no need for it. It's only a 5-lap race. He must have had a massive moment, but Ricky Smythe in the last race is going to pick up a podium here. So fair play. Just keep it all together and enjoy it. Don't let anything go. But after that mistake by Granny Boy, this has allowed Luke Skywalker to extend his lead by 1.3 seconds as he starts his final lap. The gap now 9.3, but you can really see the difference. Luke Skywalker's smoothing in. It's the one thing I found when I went from controller to steering wheel, is you have a way of driving the car and chucking it in and whatnot, but at the end of the day you really had to find the smooth point, you had to find the bite point. You can't just throw it in and hope it stick, because the car could oversteer, understeer, etc. There's so much going on. So yeah, you've really got to sort of play with your accelerator and your steering coming out of corners, and what you do on the way in. It's the way it goes on a controller. So yeah, but since I've gone to the steering wheel, I found the racing, one, a lot more easier to do with the inputs and the motions, and two, a lot more enjoyable, because you feel alive, you actually feel what the car is doing, and you get a lot more response from it. So anyone on a controller that can afford to go to the steering wheel, I would recommend it. It may be something you don't want to do, but yeah, it's all about having fun and getting as close to the real thing as possible. So yeah, enjoy it where you can and do what you want to do, I suppose, but that's just my recommendations. But here he comes, Luke Skywalker, coming down to the tight Mickey Mouse sector of Australia, if you will, after the fast ins and outs and corners and what's not. This is where it all gets a bit technical, and he's looked smooth and composed all throughout this race. So fair play to you, Luke Skywalker. It's been a nice little event for you. You've done well. You've started it and you finished it. So fair play. So Luke Skywalker is going to take the win of the final race with a lead of 10.8 seconds as it stands at the moment. Fair play. A little bit. You might want to make sure you cross the line first, sunshine, before you start doing that. There we go, fair play. But now looking back, we've got Granty Boy coming up to the finish line now. It's all gone a bit wrong for him. It goes up, it goes down, but he still makes it to the end, and that's all that matters. So fair play. That's Granty Boy across the line, and now we've got Ricky Smythe going to pick up his first podium of the Classic event, and I'm pretty sure he'll be a happy man with that. Probably not happy to do it with 4 on track, but it's a podium, it counts. Enjoy it. No real celebration, just flying up to the line to get there as quick as he can. Fair play, that is all done now. So now jump back to Hayes, coming around the final corner, crossing the line for the final race of the Classic event, and it's been a nice little event if you ask me. Shame we can have more drivers, but sometimes that is how it goes. So I will view the final rundown of the final race of the Classic event. That's been race 10, and here it is. It goes a little bit like this. You've got Luke Skywalker in first, Granty Boy second, Ricky Smythe in third, and Hayes in fourth. All nicely spread throughout that final race there. So fair play. As I said, guys, the points you guys have been scoring are inaccurate to my point scoring system. This is obviously the new one where it's 25 to 1 with the top 10. My way is going to be the old way where it's only first to 6th that scored the points, and from that, all of this is irrelevant, believe you me. I'm going to have to work it out our way, and it goes: first you score 10 points, second you score 6, third you score 4, fourth you score 3, fifth you score 2, and sixth you score 1. So the next one round we probably will make it the the way it is officially on this, but for this we've spiced it up to throw in a bit of a curveball for the drivers. So what they can see now, Granty Boy might be bouncing saying he's won, hasn't won until we release the official results of our point system. So yeah, there you go guys, it's been a bit of fun, and that's that. This is as I've been saying throughout the event, this is unofficial front row racing. If you're interested in joining the racing with us, we hold a league race on a Thursday and a Sunday. Both have seats open, and if you're interested in joining, hop on Facebook, look up Unofficial Front Row Racing League and drop us a message. Let us know what league you're interested in joining. Both leagues invites are sent out at 7:30 and the events start at 7:45 UK time, so please bear that in mind. But moving on from that, yeah, if you're interested, drop us a message and we shall go from there. This was the Classic event, mid-season point of Season 1. At the end of Season 1 itself, we will be doing another one, and then going from there, and then making changes into Season 2 with the new up-and-coming season, if you will. So we're going to be bringing back non-assists league and stuff like that, as long as we get the interest, and we're going to start releasing more information about that very, very shortly. But this has been Unofficial Front Row Racing's Classic event. The official results will be released in 24 hours time, so hope you've enjoyed the show. Good night, God bless, and we wish you a happy new year.